Welcome to this webinar. The webinar is called Get Online and Get Revenue Now. And I will take you through a couple of slides and a couple of areas that we think is important for the sports club. TicketCo was founded in Bergen, Norway back in 2012. And we have a bold vision of creating the global standard for all event payments. The people working at TicketCo, we hope our organizers envy us as innovative, customer-centric, and with a commercial culture. And our values are to be honest, innovative, and engaged. My name, Dag Frode Algrei. I'm the global client manager at TicketCo. I joined TicketCo in November 2016, coming from 8 seasons as a marketing manager of Sportsklubben Brann, the second largest football team in Norway. My responsibility was the club's season card and ticket sale, supporter shops. We had 3 supporter shops around Bergen City, and the club's web shops and memberships. So that's my background from the industry. So why are we here? The 2021 season are already impacted by COVID-19, and we feel and think that there will be a broad range of scenarios impacting the timing and nature of the return of fans to stadium. And unfortunately for all of us that loves the game, this takes even longer than we first anticipated. Due to this, broadcasters and commercial partners will face economic challenges as a result of the changes in both fans' attendance and consumers' interaction with the sports. And that will continue post-COVID-19. Clubs will definitely have uncertainty around their matchday revenue forecasts until further government guidance is offered regarding crowd capacity at sporting events. And we see in different countries in Europe, there are kind of everything from total lockdown at the areas till percentage of stadium capacity being allowed for fans and supporters. And this will change, we think, as the situation of COVID-19 changes all the way. Smaller clubs and lower leagues will probably be hit the hardest, as these clubs typically have a greater dependency on match day revenues. We have not seen the full extent of COVID-19's impact yet on the future of sports and sports broadcasting. But the suspension of sporting fixtures have definitely tested even the deepest of pockets so far. In this webinar, we will look into digital trends making an impact to the industry, digital transformation in football and in fan experience. We'll look into insights on areas affected by the digital transformation, and also on elements that will make an impact and could fuel fan engagement, and elements that will improve the digital matchday experience and deliver new revenue streams. We are also highly inspired by Altrincham Football Club that's done a couple of very successful streams. So I put in a statement from the co-chairman Bill Watterson. Clubs that don't explore live streaming are crazy, to put it simple. So with that in place, let's check into what trends and impacts we have to the sports industry. We are now in the midst of the digital forever, as PricewaterhouseCoopers states it. And everything you and I thought we knew about success will be challenged. Digital impact every industry, every service, and every corner of an increasingly connected world. And we are now in the digital forever. And the situation has changed immensely since I first joined Brann back in 2009, and to how the situation is now in the digital situation for sports clubs and football clubs around Europe. So it's interesting times. This is fueled by the immense growth in online devices. Even smartphones and mobile phones have a growth that outpaces the world's population. And we've used to see a lot of kind of online devices connected with the sports side of the football club for software analysis, for online sensors put to the players to measure their effort, the meters they run, the pace they have. So the sports side of the football club have for a long time been used to the digital transformation. Now this transformation is moving to the stands and to the supporters and fans at home. And we are moving into what is seen as the third digital wave. What is special with that digital wave is that brand identity, digital identity, and tailor-made content and experiences becomes more and more important. For audience development, this means that football clubs will have to diversify their content portfolio and extend their audience engagement activities to novel channels in order to communicate the club brand, engage existing fans, and gain new audience. So let's take a look into the trends that's fueling the changes in the sports industry. We know that live sports content is migrating over to streaming services, also called in short OTT. Clubs and leagues look to form partnerships with tech and social platforms for opportunities to reach especially young people who are more likely to be cord nevers or cord cutters. What is super interesting is that the OTT platforms offers new in-kind opportunities for the clubs. And OTT services give sports the opportunity to generate interesting content for members and fans with fewer and less professional resources than before. Content is easy to distribute through OTT services, and we see the total supply of sports content will increase, and it will be easier to consume for sports fans. Viewers, especially the younger generation, use second screens and sometimes even third screens while consuming sports content. So delivering the right content to the right fans is vitally important. Even Premier League revealed plans for a Netflix-style streaming service to revolutionize how English football is consumed. Supporters growing up, they definitely tend to be more engaged digital than physical, and this is putting the matchday experience under heavy pressure. And as we could see of one of the graphs, moving into the third digital wave, the club's brand and digital identity becomes more important than ever. So for some areas of insights, how will this affect your club? We see that sponsors want a kind of true partnership where the sponsor seeks an increased alignment on brand and purpose, placing increased value on digital marketing platforms and partnerships that are underpinned by data. Diversifying fan bases to better understand Generation Z, to increase engagement with global fans, to build digital fan experiences, as well as developing the matchday experience. Content strategy, extremely important to deliver the right content to fans. At-home experiences, the demand for such experiences will be even more important in the near future. Also post-COVID-19, as we could foresee that supporters would be kind of reluctant to immediately run for the big crowds at the grandstands. Some will take the safe approach and want to stay home, but still have a grasp of the matchday experience. Innovation, extremely important, because the potential absence of fans in stadia for at least half the 2021 football season and the associated loss of matchday revenue means that clubs may be spurred to accelerate the exploration of alternative revenue streams. The I in experience, me, myself, and I. Clubs and businesses and sports that success is building digital experiences with the benefits of customization and are focusing on tailor-made digital experiences. The rise of 5G will see supporters and fans, like all people, increasing their use of and intimacy with technology. And this will be fueled by more power from 5G, Wi-Fi at the stadiums, and AI and AR. Next generation smart products are paving the way for such experiences and will definitely change how clubs approach their relationships with their fans in the future. At-home experiences we already highlighted, and the continuous innovation and will be an imperative for companies in an era where the digital is everywhere. And this goes for sports businesses as it goes for general businesses. So, have a growth mindset I've put in here, because strategy, skills, data, and partners alone are probably not enough. The importance of being bold, of focusing on innovation, could well be the most important factor. And as we are living close to football and sports, why not do like the teams? Go out, test, try, fail, adjust, and learn by the mistakes you do and build a strong business from there. I put up a couple of kind of slides in the end regarding the fan engagement, because what would happen to your club if fans were able to follow the pep talk in the 15-minute break directly and live on their smartphones? And what would happen to your matchday experience and revenue if this was an at stadium only paid product? Or what would it mean to the engagement if a supporter could chat with other supporters about this pep talk? What would happen to your club if fans were able to chat with one of the players that's not included in the match group during the live stream of the match? Or if fans could buy a £1 video on demand with the 50 all-time best goals and watch it over and over and over? And what if they could vote for their own top 10 goals? What would happen to fan engagement if they could pay to watch a training session per week and get to chat directly with the coaches right after training? What would happen to your club if a live stream of video on demand strategy included an international outreach for your global fans? What would happen to your club if your live stream match event sold as much tickets as an ordinary home game did? Or at least if you could compensate 50%? Or if your global fans tuned in and delivered 125% altogether? What would happen to your club if your live stream tickets included upselling of matchday scarf, a signed team jersey for season 2021, or a virtual meet and greet with the team? Or what would happen if you actually had access to your own OTT services? Or the season card for the next seasons to come included digital content like, for example, behind the scenes content with coaches and players? What would happen if you could digitalize content that would engage your younger fans and keep them loyal and build from there? What would happen to your club if season cards, matchday tickets, food and beverage, hospitality, fan zones, live streams, video demands, all content was delivered to you in one technical solution? Feel free and do not hesitate to contact me if you want to discuss these opportunities and questions further on. We will send the slides to you afterwards. Here you have my email address, my phone number, and you will also be able to book a meeting with me if you find this interesting.